With us right now is Project Director for the Food Love Project, Amanda Thibodeau. Amanda, welcome back to the Food and Farm Show.
Thanks for having me.
Now, this is your first soup night here at the Foundry, and of course we were at the one a few months ago in Nevada City. You were sick then.
I was, but I luckily am feeling better today and really happy to have everybody here at our soup night.
Well, thank goodness. And like we said, this was the first one at the Foundry. What a great location for an event like this.
Absolutely. It's beautiful. There's lots of space. Although I'm worried everybody's not going to have a place to sit, but at least we'll have plenty of room.
Just a fabulous turnout of support, though, for the Food Love Project. What do you attribute that to?
I attribute that to 5 years of us working really hard and educating our community in the best way we can, and people have been really responsive. And also Sierra Harvest has a great following of people who want to support the work we're doing. It's great to be a part of Sierra Harvest.
Now, this is the 5th year of the Food Love Project, right?
Correct. This is our 5th season, so our 4th year.
Now, if you will, take me back to year 1 when you just acquired the use of the Burton homestead, didn't even have the fence up yet. What was your thoughts?
Well, I was really nervous that it would work at all, but here we are 5 years later, and we've served thousands of kids, and it has worked out. But the first year, I was pretty nervous at our first soup night. I didn't know if anyone would show up. We didn't have any money for the program, and people showed up. They gave me $100 bills. They told me they wanted to see it happen, and it's been moving ever since.
So you show up there, you're at the homestead. This is where the Food Love Project is going to live. What's the first job that you did? Fencing? Was that to secure your area?
No, the first thing we did was to plow it with a horse and plant cover crop in the fall of 2010.
And then after that, what was the next step?
We trenched a water line and we put up a fence. So those kind of happened at the same time.
Right, and then the rest is history?
Pretty much.
Now, is that with the year the teepee went in as well, or did that come in a little bit later?
The teepee did come in the first year. It was actually borrowed from Matt Berry, and then the second year he needed it back, so we got our own teepee.
Which is still there today.
It is, absolutely.
And, excuse me, and a big focal point as well for the kids to ride on and decorate and then grow right on the teepee.
Yeah, actually I had a kid, second grader just yesterday, talking about how when he was a kindergartner he made wishes and he put it on the teepee and he thought that was a really special thing.
Well, it is special. Now, so let's go up to year 3 now, which was just before Sierra Harvest took over. Where are we at with Food Love year 3? You had a farm manager by that time?
Yeah, so Katie was an intern year 2, then she stuck around to be a farm manager year 3. We had our first intern, Chrissy, together, and we just kind of, that was the year we put in our greenhouse. That was the year we got a shed. So just slowly, progressing.
And now here we are, your 5th season. What's on the horizon? Anything new for this season in particular?
For this season, we're going to build a really great shade structure, and we're just hoping to really refine the work that we're doing. We're starting to be a mentorship point for other educational farms and other gardens, so that feels really powerful. We're going to be hosting a Life Lab training for teachers to teach garden education at our spot, and we continue to train interns and have a really good time.
Hi there.
Hi.
You want to tell us why you're here tonight?
Well, I want to support the local farmers.
And so,
Sierra Harvest and the Food Love Project.
So what do you know about the Food Love Project?
Oh, they're a great organization that educates children, and it's a really valuable service in our community.
Yeah, why are you here tonight?
Well, I'm not sure. My dear wife Jenny here told me to be here right now, and she handed me these bowls, and we got these 3 kids here, so I'm not quite sure. In fact, you're going to have to fill me in on the background of why we're here this evening, but it looks like a fun event.
Well, hungry children are certainly a reason to come.
That's right. We're coming here to the Sierra Harvest to enjoy local produce and a delicious fresh soup made by our people.
I'm here to eat really great soup, locally grown by our farmers, and to support the Food Love Project and Sierra Harvest.
Tim Van Wagner joins us from First Rain Farm, another guest here at the Food Love Project Soup Night. Tim, welcome back to the Food and Farm Show.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Now, a big night for the Food Love Project. This is their 5th season.
Yeah, and it's been an exciting run. I was part of the team that helped start it 5 years ago, and I know especially how much work's gone into creating that project, and not just the farm site, but all the work, the legwork that goes into coordinating with schools. And I'm not sure how many schools they have involved now, but it's most in the county, I think. Either come out to the farm, or the farm educators go into the schools and do classroom lessons on different things.
Well, I think a lot of that is since Sierra Harvest took over and integrated that whole school component even more so than what they were doing on their own.
Absolutely. I mean, Sierra Harvest is really much more substantial administrative foundation, and it's really propelling them out in the community more. Their funding is growing, and so their programming is growing at the same time because they can just do more. They have more staff. And also, just as time goes by, people see that this project's not just here and then gone. It's really sticking around, it's growing, and it's having an impact on the schools, on the kids now. I mean, there's kids that have been to the Food Love Project for 5 years now, and think about that. I mean, they know more about their food and how it grows and where it comes from than they did, from any school lesson that they could have had without that farm connection.
Well, I think they take a little bit of ownership as well. Amanda was telling a story how a second grader back in the day, now he's in 5th grade, and how he put a wish on the teepee, and so they take that ownership of the farm.
Yeah, and I've seen it too at the farmers markets. We sell a couple markets in town, and most weeks we'll have a kid or 2 or 3 come with their folks to the market, and they know our names because maybe they've come to our farm for a field trip, and they know the vegetables, and they're pointing to their parents, buy this, I love these, a lot of times they just eat it before it even gets home, so that's great.
Now, I think I remember a picture of you on Facebook a couple of years ago with your tractor out there plowing their field for them.
Yeah, well, actually, the first year we had a horse and a plow out there. That was the first time we did it, and which is kind of special. It's the draft horse thing is the next step, to what agriculture used to be. It's a little bit impractical in a lot of ways, but it was pretty special, and in past years we have brought the tractor out too to help out, but at this point I think they're able to manage the site just by hand mostly, and the kids do a lot of the turning of the soil and seed bed preparation, planting.
Yeah, I've seen their digging spades.
Yeah, exactly. They're worn down.
Now let's talk real quick, since you're here, about First Rain. What's new with First Rain, and how you doing out there?
We're doing great. This is our 4th year on the site here, so we're really feeling like we've got a lot of things established. We're looking forward to being at the Saturday Farmers Market as well as the Tuesday Market, and we have some new things coming on this year, like blueberries and blackberries, more strawberries. So things that take a little bit more time.
Right.
You have to be patient for those, and we've taken care of them, and now they're here. So.
And who do we got here?
This is little Teague, our 8-month-old son, and future farmer, perhaps. Don't want to push that on him, but it could be.
Well, at first he'll have fun just playing in the dirt.
Yeah, he's gonna have a great time, and we've got lots of goats, dairy goats at the farm, and he's already seen more births than probably most people my age.
Well, maybe a veterinarian is this.
Yeah, who knows, exactly.
Back in the kitchen right now, where, as you can see, all the soup is happening right behind us. We're with farm manager Katie Turner. And Katie, welcome back to the Food and Farm Show.
Thank you, Gil. It's good to be back.
Well, it's great to have you, and what a successful night tonight.
It is a success. We're very happy.
The popularity of the Food Love Project just continues to grow, and so much of that is because of you and Amanda and your work with all the kids and the continuing education. How rewarding is that for you personally?
It is the most rewarding job I could have imagined for myself, and I love it. Just being here and seeing all the people that we get to work with and influence, and the little kids that we get to have fun with, it's just the best thing ever.
Now, when we first met you a couple of years ago, you were telling us about the story of you were at that decision point. You're in college, you could do this, you could do that, and something led you down this path.
Well, I was working as an archaeologist in the Bay Area, and I got really interested in sustainability and the food movement, and mostly because I was seeing all these problems with the food system and I wanted to have an impact on that, and I wasn't feeling like I was necessarily having as much of an impact in the work I was doing. So I moved up here and became an intern with Living Lands. And the rest is history.
And the rest is history. That's the story I was trying to remember. And we're so happy that you took that little detour in your life and how rewarding that's been. Now, what are the new plans for the Food Love this year?
Well, we have two wonderful new interns, Brianna and Jess, and you'll probably get to see them tonight. They're amazing. We're so excited about them. And we'll be back at the farmers market, which is going to be really fun. We're going to change up the booth a little bit, and just, doing all the things.
And of course, the continuing education.
Yes, and that continues on, and it's going to be really fun. We're starting up our field trip season right now, and so that means all the kids are going to be coming to the farm and doing really fun activities with us out there. And then we'll have summer camp in the summer, and then the kids will come back to the farm in the fall. So we get to see a lot of them.
All right, well, listen, I know people are wanting their soup, and you're back here in the kitchen, so we'll let you go and talk to you a little bit later this year down at the farm.
Yep, we'll see you soon.
All right,
have
bye.
a great night.
Anything Green Hydroponics is your source for hydro systems, grow lights, and soils. Anything Green offers a complete range of organic nutrients as well as fungicides, miticides, and predatory bugs. Anything Green Hydroponics has just received this year's soil. Get your totes, pallets, or individual bags. Stay tuned for future workshops. It's all at Anything Green Hydroponics.
Hello, I'm Dr. Victoria Tutak, and welcome to Advanced Chiropractic Centers. Are you tired of living with debilitating pain, physically impacting the quality of your life? Here at Advanced Chiropractic Centers, we offer a variety of options. We are a result-driven office devoted to your health care. My name is Dr. T, and I look forward to meeting your health care needs.
Greg's Organics is a certified organic farm located on West Main Street in downtown Grass Valley. Taste the love of locally grown CCOF certified organic tomatoes. Greg's Organics specializes in unique, rare, and highly sought-after varieties. Greg's Organics are sold only to the best supermarkets, health food stores, restaurants, and school districts.
Greg's Organics, taste the love.
Thank you all so much for coming out. My name is Farmer Amanda, and in 2010 I had the fortunate experience of being able to start the Food Love Project, which is an educational farm that has served thousands of school children in this area since we began. And I'm so excited to see so many people here. Was there anybody here who came to our first soup night at the Veterans Hall back in 2010? Anybody? So look how many more people there are. It's amazing. There were a lot of people at that one too. So I wanted to just thank a few people. First and foremost, the Sierra Harvest and the Food Love crew. Katie Turner, Farmer Katie, who's been working with us for 4 years. My number one. And then we have some brand new Food Love interns who are just starting with us this season. Jess and Brianna, can you guys give them a hand up? Can you stand up? So they're going to be learning how to be farm to school educators. We have trained 6 interns already since we started, and we love doing that. We've provided over 15,000 hours of education to this community. And I just have to say it's a dream come true to see all these people here and just to see how we've been able to grow up and have your support for so long. So thank you all so much for coming. Thank you to the local farm, Super Tuber Farm and Mountain Bounty Farm, for donating produce for our event tonight. And for all these amazing volunteers are serving soup or are helping clean up or helping get it going. We couldn't do it without you. And yeah, thank you all so much. Give yourselves a hand. All right.
Can we all just give a round of applause for this wonderful woman who created this project? Yes, she's great.
Thanks. All right, and now our co-director, Malaika Bishop.
My name is Malaika Bishop, and I am co-director with Aimee Retzler of Sierra Harvest. Sierra Harvest started in 2007 as two mostly volunteer organizations, and as you can see, we have grown exponentially in the last couple of years, and it's we now have 12 staff, 19 farm-to-school liaisons in Western Nevada County, serving over 6,000 kids every month with our farm-to-school program. We also have trained just about 30 young farmers. This is in a county where the average age of a farmer is 58 years old, and all of our farmers that we've trained are under 30. We also have supported many community members in growing food at home. This year, Leo Chapman is heading up the Sierra Gardens program. And where's Leo? Is Leo around? He's probably in the kitchen. Leo has supported 18 families in growing food at home by providing starts and seeds and mentorship. And I just wanted to read something that one of our Sierra Gardens participants said about the program this year. She said, "We've lived in our house for 4 years now. We tried for 2 years to grow something in the garden that we had. Nothing grew or would die soon after planting. We rarely ate fresh produce because of our limited income. Leo came over and helped us understand sustainability and composting and the need for healthy soil. We learned so much. This past summer, we had an amazing amount of produce: zucchini, tomatoes, lettuce, kale. My kids took part in the cooking classes and ate fresh vegetables. They are not vegetable-loving kids. But once they cooked their own and got to taste how good it could be, they were hooked." So good job, Leo. And these are the kinds of stories that we're hearing from parents and community members across the county through the programs that we're doing. So thank you all for supporting our efforts, and Aimee Retzler.
Don't make me sing, really. All right, so I'll just take a few more minutes. Sierra Harvest has a big vision for our future, and one of the pieces of that is that this community would be eating 25% of their food that was grown locally. Today we're only at about 2%. So it's a big jump, but we can make that happen. We want to see in the next 10 years 20 new farm businesses launched, employing hundreds of young farmers. It's part of our vision. We want to see the school meal program serving meals like you're eating tonight, cooked from scratch using local organic food. Yeah. And we also want to see over 300 families who used to struggle to put food on their table, growing food right in their own backyard, and they're growing so much that they're sharing it with their neighbors. Yeah. So the vision is totally doable. In 10 years we can be there, but we can't do it alone, and there's some things that we need, and I'm going to ask for your help with this. Our Farm to School program costs $125,000 a year to run, but it's really only 11 cents a day per child. It's only $20 per child per year, and it's only $500 per classroom per year. It's not really a lot of money. we have a gap in our funding that we need to fill. Our funding runs out for Farm to School this June. We have an opportunity to get more funding in October, but we need $30,000 between June and October to make that happen. So let us know if you're interested in helping us with that. For our Sierra Gardens program, we need a truck and a trailer to be able to serve more people and expand that program to the school. So if you have a truck or a trailer, please come talk to us. To launch our Farm Business Incubator program, we need funding, about $30,000 to be able to write a business plan and to be able to hire a program developer. We also need money to buy farm equipment. We need to buy fencing, and we need a tractor. And last but not least, for Food Love, and I want everyone's attention. And I'll wait because I'm patient. I have 3 kids. I'm very patient. This is why we're here tonight. It costs $50,000 a year to run the Food Love Project. It costs $23,000 a year to train 2 farm educator interns. That's $73,000 a year. We're out of money for that program as we speak. So Amanda Thibodeau is going to come back up, and she has a special request of you. We do have, that is one of our programs that earns 20% of their budget. They earn it in earned revenue and income. And Amanda has a special request, though, that I want to have her come back up and talk to you about tonight. So thank you so much for coming.
So the Food Love Project, we have been doing amazing things on a shoestring budget for a really long time. Our greenhouse, it's about 10 years old. We were in the snow, hoping that it would hold itself together. It did. It was amazing. But specifically what I would love to put to your attention is we are wanting to build an educational pavilion, a shade structure. Anybody who has done any growing in the sun, you know, vegetables want 6 to 8 hours of sunlight a day to grow. And people don't want to be in that sunlight when they're getting education. And so that's been something, you know, the last few years we've made tarp shanties and various structures, but we would love to take it to the next level. We would love to make something that's permanent, that's a shade structure that, you know, can shade us and the students that we work with from the harsh rays of the sun. And on your way out, there'll be a basket at our table. There's no pressure, but if you feel at all moved to give us any extra abundance in your way, please do. And just showing up here is enough. So we really appreciate you coming and spending your time. And because I got to get back on the mic, I wanted to say thank you again to our volunteers, and particularly Rachel Wegman has been a volunteer with us. She's been on every field trip we have ever run. And I don't know where she is. She made soup tonight. She's a farm to school liaison, and she's unbelievable. So it killed me when I realized I didn't mention her name. So I just wanted to make sure we give Rachel her due. So thank you guys again for coming out. I'm so excited to have Fearless Kin come up again, and have a great night.
All right, I cannot tell you how full my heart is to sit here and see all you beautiful people. I recognize some of you from the very first Food Love Soup Night 5 years ago, and it just makes me feel really happy to see how far we've come with the help of the community. So I am here to thank you for coming tonight, because just being here, you're supporting us. I want to thank, again, our volunteers. We had a team setting things up. We have a team putting things away. And we have some other folks I want to thank. We have some business sponsors. The Briar Patch Co-op. They've been wonderful support to us. Peaceful Valley Farm Supply. Treats of Nevada City. And Bowles Brothers Automotive. For bread tonight, we're serving bread from the Flower Garden and Three Forks Bakery and Brewery. And Phil Turner. Where's Phil Turner? He's a Sierra Harvest board member and baker extraordinaire. He's got a bread CSA now. Ask his wife Carol for more details. I also want to thank again Mountain Bounty Farm and Super Tuber for providing beautiful fresh farm vegetables for us tonight. I want to thank Rainbow's End Bakery for having delicious, healthy treats for us in the back of the room. If you haven't checked them out, please do. I want to thank the Halo Workshop for loaning us their equipment for the display. There's a display of the very beginning of the Food Love projects and great images over there. And Alice, who's doing vegetable painting in the corner for kids and adults. Get your favorite fruit or vegetable paste on your cheek or on your hands. And all of our soup makers who spent hours making soup for you to enjoy. How's the soup? Awesome.
Now reach for one like you actually want one. Yeah, that was. It was kind of. It looked like kind of a dainty pick. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Anything Green Hydroponics is your source for hydro systems, grow lights, and soils. Anything Green offers a complete range of organic nutrients as well as fungicides, miticides, and predatory bugs. Anything Green Hydroponics has just received this year's soil. Get your totes, pallets, or individual bags. Stay tuned for future workshops. It's all at Anything Green Hydroponics.
Hello, I'm Dr. Victoria Tutak, and welcome to Advanced Chiropractic Centers. Are you tired of living with debilitating pain, physically impacting the quality of your life? Here at Advanced Chiropractic Centers, we offer a variety of options. We are a result-driven office devoted to your health care. My name is Dr. T, and I look forward to meeting your health care needs.
Greg's Organics is a certified organic farm located on West Main Street in downtown Grass Valley. Taste the love of locally grown CCOF certified organic tomatoes. Greg's Organics specializes in unique, rare, and highly sought-after varieties. Greg's Organics are sold only to the best supermarkets, health food stores, restaurants, and school districts.
Greg's Organics, taste the love.